You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them. It's absolutely incredible. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. It's wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. Republicans are the party with a good sense of humor. Free speech is under attack, people. I host a show, and each week I get updates what words we're allowed to use and not use anymore. It's happening right now the past few years. It's a real thing. And, you know, used to be able to tell people to Google stuff. My mom's a boomer in the state of Ohio, and there's no convincing her of anything. She's eating the cats. She's eating the dogs. They're eating the pets up there. It is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And
Hi, I'm Brett.
And I'm Jonathan.
This is Darla.
And this is Buddy.
You know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know, we're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. The hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we're going to a deep, detailed dive into politics from the hood point of view. I am Rad B.I.D. Jones. I got my man here, OnlyFans J. We here to break down politics from a hood point of view. You know what I'm saying? As only we do. Now, if you're new here, you don't know what to expect. But if you've been here before, you know what's going on here. We chasing MAGAs and coons. MAGAs and coons. Let's not forget about those Puerto Ricans and those white ladies too. You know what I'm saying? Especially Puerto Ricans, you know. What's been going on with you, player?
Not much. What's been going on?
Shit. Same old shit. Different day. You know what I'm saying? That.
Yeah.
One thing about, first of all, I got paint and shit all on me now and shit, right? Because I'm trying to open up another shop. I'll be in that joint doing motherfucking all the jobs. I'm a construction worker. I'm a motherfucking carpenter. I'm a painter. I'm a plumber. I'm not fucking with electricity though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for electricians. I ain't blowing myself up. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But other than that, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But one thing I learned about motherfucker just doing shit on your own, didn't know it was called an entrepreneur until later on and shit, but just doing shit yourself is it's better to do it that way and just take your losses. For anybody that joint that has like a business angle or whatever the fuck, you got expertise in something and you're thinking about doing something, just do the shit. Like if you fail, you can always go back. Like my thought process is I worked in warehouses for 20 years. And I feel like, fuck it, just take a shot at something. If it don't work, I can always go back to the fucking warehouse. You know what I'm saying? With the expertise I got, you know? So take your shot, and if it don't work, it just don't work. You know what I'm saying, dog? Me personally, I took a shot at fucking cutting hair and shit and being a barber. Open up a barber shop. I took a shot at it. It worked. I'm in my 8th year of owning a motherfucking shop, and I'm about to open another. So I don't know what's a successful business owner. I don't know. But I know 8 years, you could tell me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to open another joint, you know? But I feel like now that Trump is in office, is the fact that us as black people and black culture have to work harder and work together to build. Like, if you own, like, for example, I own a barbershop. I ain't got no problem collaborating with motherfuckers to build. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no type of motherfucker. If you want to build something big for the broader culture of our the black people, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can all get together and build something big on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to have my barbershop. I don't have to have multiple shops. I can collaborate with anybody on the East Coast if y'all about business, y'all want motherfucker build something that nobody ever seen. I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But as black people, we need to get together, bro. And all motherfucking junk, music, whatever the fuck. Fucking reality shows. Like for example, you got motherfucking all these reality shows now got different apps doing reality shows. It's like black people putting, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Like a black app, like Zeus. Then they got motherfucking other shit like that. Instead of everybody just getting together and making a mega ass joint where sooner or later you'll have a big ass station. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of Zeus being successful, then everybody else trying to climb onto them and just making up new fucking platforms that's irrelevant. You're not making them, you know what I'm saying? Right. Instead of just getting together and doing it all together. You know what I'm saying? Same thing as in the salon industry. Motherfuckers make pop-up salons all day, every day, and close 6 months later. Why do that? Why not collaborate with 6 other motherfucking stylists or barbers, and y'all get together and get a big joint together? You feel me? That's my thought process. I don't give a fuck. I don't need no solo shit. I don't give a fuck about that. That's just me. As a black culture, I think we all need to get together. And we can do better. We lost the music industry by people like P. Diddy, motherfucking Master P, motherfucking Ice Cube, and all these people having control of Dre, having control of the industry at the time, and didn't take control of it on paper. You understand what I'm saying? Let the Jews take control of it on paper. Go ahead.
That's like I was looking at an episode of Godfather of Harlem, right?
Yeah.
He turned over. He was a drug dealer. He was realizing that he was killing his own people. But then he wanted to make everything black owned, black businesses. This was the show though. But this is black businesses, black owned, even having black people build the motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But of course, the others came in and fucked this shit, kept trying to put a damper on his plan. Then they finally did it by using the system. You know, black and white, using black and white, you know, paperwork, black and white, start muscling them, muscling the people to try to sell it to them. Wind up selling to the others. Had Italians to shake people up, get them scared to sign over to, the others.
True.
And same thing with hip hop industry. They like, well, if you're gonna try to get, if you want, they always willing to deal in this industry, right? Same thing, politics. Same thing. We will give you this. We will take away all of that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a category with the Grammys. We're gonna have a category of this award show, that award show. We're gonna make this, worldwide. But you gotta do something for us. It means that you gotta come up with anything out there, just write and just spit out anything that just anybody could be a rapper now. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you get the 6ix9ines, the little Yachties, the 6ix9ines, the trash ass people that can't rap. That's when that comes in. You know what I'm saying? And you even had Miley Cyrus touch on it, have a foot wet a little bit into it. Like anybody start coming in, shit, they just start taking over your culture. Your culture is not your culture no more once. You're trying to get a deal. You get a deal, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. But only thing I don't know what the sake of me is, I don't know where it says in the contract or anywhere in there it said that a rapper got to wear a dress. You know what I'm saying? You got rappers out there painting nails, I don't know when that comes in, you know what I'm saying? I don't think any other, genre had people just wearing, men wearing dresses, you know what I'm saying? It's just hip hop, it's rap. Not sure what's that about, but it is what it is.
I see what you're saying, but at some point, wow.
You muted.
Huh?
You was muted. You good.
Oh. At some point, most motherfuckers have to like, for example, right now, we can't get no black magas on here, right? It's because they promoted something they don't even feel good about. You know what I'm saying? Like that, we just passed 4th of July. We had, what you do 4th of July? Come think of it.
I was just 2 shades in the wind, man. That was done.
For real?
I was done about 6 o'clock.
You fired some fireworks?
Nah, I was watching them. From the back porch, from the balcony. I wasn't doing too much. I was just busy getting fried.
Me personally, I be trying to get some sleep on motherfucking vacation. Holidays for real. But 4th of July, last year we did fireworks. We didn't do fireworks because I lost my father. But the year before, the 2 years before, I did take my son down to the monument. You ever been down there doing fireworks?
Nah.
For real?
Nah. I was always sticking around neighborhood
Bro,
or somebody else's.
I took my son down that joint, man. That joint lit. I'm talking about be so many people, bro. You can't even move down that bitch. And they be firing off shit. That joint be lit though. You gotta check that joint out one day.
This year they got a task force to grab up the illegal fireworks. You already know who came up with that. Man, you gotta explain that.
I mean, so everybody understand, right? Certain states you can fire off fireworks, right? You get your hands up. You don't hear that? Most states, I hear echoes. But most states you can fire fireworks, and some states you can't. Now here in DC, you can shoot the joints in DC, but you can't shoot them in Maryland. You feel me? So it makes it kind of tricky because most people live in DC that have family in Maryland. Most people in Maryland have family in DC. So it's hard for everybody to navigate fireworks. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think shooting off fireworks and July 4th, all the whole festivities and all that stuff, do you think July 4th should be celebrated?
Honestly, 1776, it's supposed to be for the Declaration of Independence, right? That's what we celebrate. That's what we celebrate. But the question is, why are we celebrating it again? It's not our independence, because our independence was what, June 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good gesture of June 19th for Juneteenth, having a holiday, but I'm kind of like off about it because June 19th is a gesture for the holiday, but we're not profiting anything from June 19th. You know, you go like Walmart and shit like that, you see party plates and shit like that. Like, do they have a certain percentage? Do they have it go so where HBCUs get a certain percentage out of profits or whatever, you know? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Do any black people get profits out of Juneteenth, pick plates and napkins and fruits and stuff like that? And the holiday itself, do that give us back what we lost, like reparations? Is it going to HBCUs, scholarship funds? Is anything like that? I don't think so. But July 4th is another thing. July 4th doesn't celebrate our independence, celebrate their independence. They came over here, they stole the land, and they sign off bills and sign off the independence from the Europeans. I mean, Europeans, right? Europeans. So that's how they go. So that's not our independence. We shouldn't be celebrating. Fuck it.
So everybody don't know, July 4th is Independence Day, right? And there's more independence of 1776, when they declared the 13 American colonies separation from Great Britain.
That's what it is.
It's the federal holiday celebrating with fireworks, parades, and festivals. Now, so everybody know, Donald J for jackass, Trump canceled motherfucker Juneteenth, celebrating for the White House. So would you agree with that?
Well, he gonna do that anyway because that's just him.
You say he gonna do that anyway?
He gonna do that anyway because that's just him. That's his thing. A pig. So that's what he gonna do. So if you ever think otherwise, then you be sadly mistaken. But he said, quote, on that day anyway, he said that there's too many holidays anyway. There should be only one, and that's President's Day.
Now I'm gonna tell you, me personally, bro, we have to celebrate Juneteenth, regardless. July 4th, most niggas don't even know what it means. It just know when that day comes, we can fire all fireworks, we can blow shit up, we can motherfucker pull our guns out, blow those bitches up in the air. It's a free way to do things. You know what I'm saying? That far as we concerned, we don't give a fuck what it's for. That's why before dark, most niggas is in the house on July 4th. We're not out there. You know what I'm saying? Now, why not? Why we ain't out there July 4th at nighttime? Niggas ain't even outside and shit doing that shit, bro.
And then the smart thing, see, the other thing is you shoot the gun up in the air. What goes up must come down.
Best believe that.
So you don't want that shit popping off in the air and somebody or something getting hit.
Bro, when I was little, bro, I used to be pressed for July 4th, bro. I used to be pressed to blow that shit up, bro. And the only person, when we was doing it, the only person that could light the joints was my father back then, right? Couldn't nobody else get up there and light stuff. You could set it up, you know what I'm saying? But you can't get up there and actually light it. You feel me? I don't know how y'all had it. And then we ain't had we used to call them joints cherry bombs. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Back then, we ain't had those joints where those big ass joints where you light it, it would literally blow some shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had them joints too?
Yeah, we used to do some wild shit with them too. We used to go to the payphones and shit and blow them. That
was Sir's blow joints right there, bro.
Yeah, we used to go to the payphone, put it in the little slot with a coin return there.
Hell yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hell yeah. We used to blow the phone joints. We used to do that too. Don't think of.
Blow them up from the phone booths up and get the change out of it.
Hell yeah.
We used to do some wild mischievous shit with them guys.
But I don't know if you heard, there's a rapper called Full Extra.
4X.
Yeah. He be on motherfucking what's that nigga podcast? The white motherfucker that always get these hood niggas on there showing their ass to make him money. Yeah, that bitch ass motherfucker.
No jumper.
No jumper. So main man on the joint, reportedly, allegedly, he blew his hand off with some of these motherfucking fireworks. You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know what's wrong. What's up with y'all?
But I'm gonna tell y'all, bro, it always be some close calls when everybody do fireworks alike. But everybody know not to hold no shit in their hand when they, you know what I'm saying, while they lighting it. This is the normal ghetto shit. You know what I'm saying?
A 6-year-old know this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
stop doing that shit.
And then when you light something, run ASAP. So you light shit and running while you run. Motherfucker like, bro, you ain't light it. You done ran all the way over there. Right. Oh, my bad. Get up, light the bitch, bro. You done ran, you ain't light the motherfucker yet. Like, get the fuck out of here with that, bro. Slow down and light the joint first, bro, before you run. You know what I'm saying? So we running, first of all. We're not holding nothing in our hand. If it's a cherry bomb, we setting the joint somewhere, lighting it so we can dip. You know what I'm saying? Reportedly, main man blew his fucking hand off.
That's wild. That's a wild thing. But did they show how much or how the what his hand looked like? Or he had a glove or a club?
They ain't sure.
He had a club on.
Oh, you talking about after that? No.
Oh, he had the interview after that or before.
In the news, they just saying podcast host of Adam 22, 4 Extra, lost 2 fingers. Not the whole hand, just 2 fingers. He lost 2 fingers. He was blind for a few hours, but apparently gained back his vision. He still got injuries they still have to work through. His sister Emily created a GoFundMe page. For anybody don't know, he have a GoFundMe page, so check that out if you want to help him out with his situation. He has lost 2 fingers in a fireworks situation on July the 4th. Now, it's described as many of you know, medical care can be incredibly expensive. So we should know that he probably need help with this. So all your fans of 4 Extra, reach out. They got a GoFundMe for that joint, man, and try to help him out with his recovery and You know what I'm saying? And right now he's at $715. He need 28,000 on his GoFundMe page. So check him out. If you like the Adam, I don't fuck with Adam 22. I don't fuck with the No Jumper podcast because it's a white man exploiting our culture. It's a white man put motherfucker. It's not even talking about rapping. We're not even talking about rapping. We're talking about your skills. We're not even talking about none of that. Which is up that joint. This white motherfucker is trying to pull beefs out the street on his podcast, and that makes clicks and views. Fuck him. And y'all motherfuckers that go on that joint should realize he using y'all culture. He using us the way our life is, the way what we do in life to make him money, bruh. Don't go on his motherfucker joint and just go on that joint and be niggas as we are and tell our stories as hood motherfuckers or gangsters and shit and let him prosper off that shit. Fuck him, man. Make your own fucking podcast and do that. Fuck that bitch nigga.
He ain't the only one doing that. Black TV too.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. I'm glad you brought them up. They even worse.
They snitch. They bring
because they will snitch ASAP. As soon as you tell them something on that bitch, they be in court.
Yeah, and there's an old police in the back in the '67. Old police show called Adam 12. So add that to the equation.
Yeah, that's where you got the name from.
That's where you got the name from.
That's where you got the name from, yeah.
Adam 12.
Fucking cop. So I understand saying y'all niggas go on that joint just because y'all want a podcast, whatever fuck.
And I think they get paid to get on the news.
But he using y'all niggas. Think about it, this white motherfucker wouldn't know nothing about the black culture unless y'all go on there. Fuck him. He ain't doing nothing but using y'all. As soon as y'all get in trouble, we at them. You need to go fund me. You got $715. You need $28,000. That bitch, that nigga should pay that off his damn self, by himself. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's the shit I'm talking about. I guarantee you made about $1 million off y'all doing a podcast talking street shit that he knows nothing about. As soon as you get hurt, he don't give a fuck. He will replace your ass with some other dumb motherfucker who want to talk street shit on his podcast, bro. Real simple. Unless you gonna come on with 2 fingers missing. He don't give a fuck. Let me know what's the white motherfucker that do this no jumper shit.
Adam 20.
Let me know when Adam 22 take the bill or put some money on that GoFundMe. Why would you be at 715? Really? With him, his girl be fucking everybody black if she can see for money? That bitch ass nigga got bread. His nigga wife like black motherfuckers fucking her while he watch. That type dumbass shit. Fuck out of here, bro. That bitch ass nigga got money. 28 G's?
That's some weird shit right there.
He could drop 15 of that. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's why I don't fuck with. That's why I don't like people like him and what's other Vlad TV. It's other shit like you said, like, bro. They ain't nothing but using us, yeah.
They're using us to flip the script on you, either for you to wind up in the jail or for you to be snitching on the whole damn claim. That's what these guys do. They bring you on and pay you. Some people, they don't get paid. They just bring them on in. And then you talk your shit, street shit, and next thing you know, you fuck. You down to jail. They'd hauled you off. But that's what these guys do. They get paid. They get paid off of your shit. So we don't know, you don't know when the police come at your door. Let's put it that way. Because that's like the guy that was accessory to Tupac's murder. Mm-hmm. He went on that jump, started spilling the beans, and he got caught up.
Hell yeah.
They said they hid the gun in his yard for so many years.
Bro.
They just had recovered the motherfucking gun from out some yard. Then he got caught up. Remember about a year or 2 ago?
Mm-hmm.
That's an example right there. So
anybody want to motherfucking Donate to the GoFundMe. Check that out. Check out the GoFundMe. Right now it's $715. His goal is $28,000. So check that out, man. Look out for him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when y'all do these fireworks, man, everybody be careful, bro. Like, I know this shit fun and everything, but you gotta be careful. And that's why when I get the motherfucking fireworks, I ain't looking for no shit that's upgraded. When niggas be coming to you, be like, bro, what about this? You can get this joint, this is a blow. I don't want to see that shit. I need my shit in the box with some shit glittering and shit, and it's out. I don't need no shit blowing up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just need some, and it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and half the time it don't do nothing. You be like, God damn, that's a dud. That's what I need. I don't need nothing blowing the fuck completely the fuck up.
I just they brought me back. Remember the jokes where you light on the sidewalk and the worm come out? Oh,
that's my shit.
They brought those.
They got those out?
Yeah.
That was some simple shit too. You light on fire, just burn like a worm. You know what I'm saying? I need shit like that. Or the sparkles. You don't fuck with the sparkles?
Yeah. They had the sparkles.
I used to fuck with the sparkles too, well. You got sparkles for the next week. You know what I'm saying? Just walk around with sparkle. But once you start doing those cherry bombs, shit like that, I'm like, bro, I don't need that. We used to do that shit when we was little, blow up motherfucking mailboxes and shit like that.
Yeah, I know. That's when my nerves was better. My nerves is not good right now.
That's why I used to back. That's how I know them joints really blow shit up for real. That shit is not gonna be in my hand. Fuck that. So main man probably ain't had no. He probably tried to throw it or something. You know what I'm saying?
And it was a tad too late.
You can't do that. Can't do it, bro. Can't even throw firecrackers for real. Sometimes you try to throw a firecracker and the joint pop. As soon as you try to let it go and shit, you can't. You don't know how fast that string gonna burn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you light it, you don't know how fast it's gonna go. You like that unless you got a long ass joint down there. That's different. You got a long ass fucking string on that joint. You wade around the corner. Then we safe. You know what I'm saying? But those little strings that they come with, you light that bitch. I'm about to run. That shit gonna blow up in your face, bro. ASAP. Or in your hand and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
you
bro.
Set it down and like you can't be holding shit and then light it and try to think you're doing something. That shit ain't doing shit.
Exactly. You gonna fuck around and get everybody hurt. What about when niggas set them joints that shoot up and them joints fall down? Them joints start skipping towards everybody. Like, nigga, you ran out the shit over there and she's skipping past us and shit. Like, bro, fuck wrong with you? Slow down. Nigga, we be running, nigga. We like shit run. Fuck that. About niggas like this want to show off and be like, I'm gonna blow you, I'm gonna throw it at you. Okay. By the time it hit me, your whole hand be gone, motherfucker. Whole fingertips be gone. Fuck what you talking about, bro. Fuck that. But shout out to everybody, motherfucker, celebrating July 4th, man. Little cookout. We did something small, you know what I'm saying? My son went to his friend's house, did a little fireworks shit. I ain't doing no fireworks this year. I ain't gonna fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was gonna take him to the monument, but he didn't want to go. He want to go to his friend's house. So we're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because the monument be lighting shit up. But that was our July 4th, though. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Never forget the eating the motherfucking grilled food, boy. I love it. There's something about eating grilled food, bro. It's like, it's just this taste you get. Like a smoke taste, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit be hitting, bro. I love cooking out, bro. That's my shit. I love putting shit on the grill. I love the family, I love friends, like everybody. You know what I'm saying? I just love that shit, man. Part of the best part of like living up and growing up in black families, the funnest times was when you had cookouts. Family over, everybody over. Or you go to a park and have a cookout. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the shit. It's a black people's. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's get to some things here. First of all, Hispanics and Puerto Ricans. Look, we as black people always brought y'all into the tent as our brown peoples, bro. All we ask y'all to do is vote for the black lady, Kamala Harris. That's all we asked. We didn't ask too much. We just even expressed to you the shit was going to happen to you if you didn't listen to us. And then if you didn't believe us, we said, read Project 2025. That's all we said. Read that. If you don't want to believe us, read that. You didn't want to do that either. You read that and he ain't taking Social Security. He's not taking our health care. It's only the bad people you're going to take away. How is that going for y'all, bro? Tell me, Hispanic Americans that voted for this jackass, how is it going so far that it's only the criminals? Is it only criminals? And me personally, number one soul brother, and my man here, and everybody else that come on this podcast, was stressing to y'all for that whole campaign until we was hoarse. We couldn't even speak straight. Y'all still wouldn't fucking listen. All we said was, bro, can you just read? Can you just look something up? You ain't gotta believe us, bro. You know what I'm saying, Jay?
Yeah. For example, in Project 2025, page 704, or was it 704? Let me pull this up.
We can't get a Mac. If you're a MAGA right now, I'll put a link in the comment for you come up and dialogue with our boys. I want black MAGAs and black conservatives, motherfuckers that voted for this orange neck demon pig, Donald, the J is for jackass, Trump. While I eat my Popeye. Go ahead, bro.
All right. All right. It's either page, I think it's page 764 versus 794. But all right. I think this page, this is one of those pages, but it states that all funds from the NOAA should be removed. And NOAA is the National Weather, Association, the weather. And unfortunately, I have the Weather Channel, right? When I turn past it, this shit is always black. Like they can't forecast anything or nothing like that. So, well, there's a couple of floods over Texas, and there's something going on now in North Carolina. I think they had some devastation, tornadoes or something. They got floods down in Texas. And guess what's happening? Nobody's coming to help. Because their program has been cut. See, Project 2025 was not a game. It is not a game. Everybody just played with it like it was like they wasn't shit. Like, I don't know, like people just kept saying, dog, they ain't gonna do this. They ain't gonna cut that. They ain't gonna let them do that. Again, this is why they trying to delete Black history.
Bro. And when people,
but I talked to some youngins, right? They said, but we free. Yeah, but for how long? Until a deal gets struck. This is something, Project 2012 is something that they've been trying to do since the Reagan era. They've been doing this. They're trying to get everybody off, the public assistance. I agree a little bit of it. Some people do abuse the fuck out of it, but that's when you, as a government agency, have to put your foot down of who or how you distribute the fucking fund or the help out. Not just strip it all the way to the naked bone. So that's what's going on there. Like, being stripped like all together. Like everybody can't get nothing.
All right. Let's talk about people take advantage of them, right? In your mind, what's taking advantage of the? What are we talking about? Food stamps or healthcare? Take advantage of what?
Mostly food stamps,
Housing.
Mostly food stamps and housing. You know how some people use the voucher, just move. They go in one place, fuck it up, move to another place, fuck it up, move to another place, fuck it up. You know, you got a lot of people that's out there that do that.
All right. So,
and the food stamps is like people get on TANF. TANF is a perfect example.
okay.
TANF is exactly what it is: temporarily assistance for needy families.
Huh?
Right. The key word here is temporarily. It's not forever assistance for needy families. You know what I'm saying? That's the part. That's the small lining part of this step. I do agree with. But again, these Republicans we're talking about, that little small thing is a big deal for them. So what they do is that small underlining, make it over the edge of what they really want you to do. Like they take that small little piece and make it huge because they go use that as the excuse to cut everything. And a lot of people is down for it. That's like saying, all right, I'm gonna make a sweet potato pie, right? Slice a small piece out of it, and nobody didn't know what happened. So they say, you just cut a small piece, ain't nobody look. So what they do is they make it a big deal of that small piece that you to cut, and then their friend, that person's friend, cut a half the motherfucker without nobody looking, and still look at you as a problem. And he's just ignoring his friend. He knew that the friend took the other slice of the cake of the pie, but look at you as the problem. This is what they do.
All right. Yeah, I do agree that people take advantage of food stamps and all that stuff. What percentage of the amount of people that even exist?
That's my point exactly.
So, like, Republicans are way to resolve things is just get rid of it. So, to me, to solve the problem you feel like it is, getting rid of it don't solve it. Finding better ways to detect fraud helps. Because there's going to be people that going to do that. For example, I was in a motherfucker, what's this, 2000, whatever 2014 was. 2014, I was living in a shelter. I had to go to a shelter. And that wasn't an opportunity I could get. I've been fucked. So the shelter is long. Now you in food stamps. Now you in TANF. You know what I'm saying? Just by being there now. So now you got all these things. Now you got, what's the name? Where you got job opportunities. I agree with you. Some people will be in the shelter and still just lay there. Don't do shit. I agree with you. Right? And then when it's time to leave, they screaming they ain't got nowhere to live. I understand it. But the people that use it, for example, I was there 8 months, and when they told me I had an apartment to go to, I went to that joint, ASAP in Southeast, in the middle of the motherfucking Southeast. Rats, bed bugs, whatever the fuck. All that shit was in there. I still stayed there until I got to move to Maryland. I kept on moving, you know what I'm saying? And when I moved to Maryland, I had an opportunity where I could keep doing food stamps. I cut the shit off because I felt like I don't need them no more. You know what I'm saying? It will help. You feel me? On top of it'll help, but it's not a dire need for me to have food stamps. You see what I'm saying? So I just cut them off.
You cut them off because that could be used for somebody that really needs it.
Now, most people will probably continue just using them. Most rich motherfuckers probably get on them just because. You feel me? I could get that. I understand what you're saying. But it still has to be there for people. You know what I'm saying?
I remember back in the days of speaking of rich people. Back in the days, they had to jump an episode MTV Day in the Life of somebody. They did a Day in the Life of Old Dirty Bastard.
That's my man.
And this nigga got out the limousine with his kids, went to the what's the check cashing place called? Any Kind check cashing place back in the day when they had the little ID card that was laminated. It was called Any Kind, had a picture of the yellow money sign on it. That's where they used to get the food stamps from, the booklets.
Okay.
Remember, you had to go there to get the booklets. They only had them. I think now it's Ace check cashing place now. But at the time, it was Any Kind check cashing place. This boy got out the limousine with his kids, said, yeah, we about to get some food stamps today. And he got his food stamps, and then about a few days later, the government sent them a letter saying that he for food stamp fraud off the video that they had seen from MTV. Wild shit. That was a wild boy. My man was wild as shit. My man had got the paperwork from the government saying that he did. It's on YouTube too. My man was wild. He was a funny dude.
So we had motherfucking another reason why motherfuckers say something, I'll be like, I vote Democrat. When they be like, why you vote Democrat? It's so many reasons. This is just one. So you had Representative Jeffries, who is the leader of Democrats in the Congress, coming on fake Politics Nation with my man, Al Sharpton. And this is what he said about the bill.
Start during the spending bill debate this week to deliver the longest House floor speech in U.S. history. For anyone who's missed the full 8 hours and 45 minutes, can you tell us tonight what's wrong with this piece of legislation?
Well, great to be with you, Rev. Thanks again for having me on. You know, the one big ugly bill hurt
his start during the spending bill debate this week to deliver the longest House floor speech in U.S. history. For anyone who's missed the full 8 hours and 45 minutes, can you tell us tonight what's wrong with this piece of legislation?
Well, great to be with you, Rev. Thanks again for having me on. You know, the one big ugly bill hurts everyday Americans and rewards billionaires. It's the largest attack on health care in American history. More than 17 million people will lose their health care as a result of this one big ugly bill. It will end effectively Medicaid as we know it. Hospitals will close, nursing homes will shut down, community-based health clinics won't be able to operate. And as a result of the fact that so many people will not be able to get access to health care, folks are going to die all across the United States of America. And for those who have private insurance, premiums, copays, and deductibles are likely to go up for millions of Americans. But it also
Yeah, the key word there is that people are going to die. Basically put, this administration doesn't give a motherfucking rat's ass about you. Point blank. They want you to go to work until you die too, with no benefits. Which is, guess what? Surprise, surprise, slavery, ain't it?
Ain't that some shit though? That there's actually a debate in America about who to vote for. And people had the nerve to say, oh, well, they all the same. Is that reality though, bro? You could not like Obama, even if you're a Democrat or a black motherfucker that didn't like Obama. You can tell me what's his biggest achievement. It's going to be supplying health care. Clinton, what did he try to do with his wife? Supply health care. Obama, Clinton, they all tried. Biden too. What Republicans do. Take. So you just ask yourself, I mean, what party is more cohesive for my life and what I need? A party that want to make sure you don't have any health care or as high as possible, where you bankrupt or you die. Or you can vote for a motherfucker on this side that want to give you health care, elderly care, people to stay in your home and watch your grandparents, and make sure everybody have health care with a low price. That's their goal. This goal is to make sure you beg and crawl on your fucking knees to a white pig company for insurance or fucking help. That's the side. I mean, which one you pick? I ain't got to say Democrat or Republican. Just which one of those you like. Real fucking simple. Why ask people who they voting for? Why ask me why I vote for? The question is, you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself, why the fuck you vote Republican? Why you like a Republican? That's the question. You don't need to ask me why I like a person that want to make sure I got clean air. Don't ask me that. That's the dumbass question. Why you ask me that? Don't ask me why do I like a person that want guns out of my hood. Why you ask me that? That's a dumbass question. Don't ask me why I like a person that want to have a safety net for us poor people in my district, in my life, and around my hood. Why ask me that? Why ask me would I vote for a pig that would take all that away? Some of this shit getting simple at this point. That's how I wanted to have that bill. They needed a bill out. So now that's why you can't get a MAGA to come on this bitch. You can't get a black conservative to come on this bitch. Because the bill is out now. They can't run around and say, that ain't what he said. That ain't what he gonna do. Nah, if he did that, I would like that though. That ain't what he's saying though. Now, bitch nigga, it's all in writing. Not only that, they passed that bitch shit. The whole Project 2025 in your fucking face. So of course you can't come on and defend nothing because you told us that's not what he's doing.
Yeah, a lot of people was telling me that. It was like, they can't let him do that. He's not going to do that. I'm like, dog. These are the same people that make the laws. These are the same people that can break them. And these are the same people that use the system to their advantage, which they are doing right now. So, I mean, you have to get an understanding for yourself. Where do you lie on this battle drawing? You gonna vote for the fuck up shit, the good shit, or you ain't gonna vote at all? And I guess those are people that are disqualified.
I think anybody that voted for Donald, the J for Jackass Trump, should not be qualified to even vote this time. You need to take a few cycles out to realize what the fuck you did here. And realize that this is not the game no more. This is not a game when we start talking about president, bro. This not next time you can't play. You can't tell me, oh, but I don't know because she not black. Like, fuck you. What does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't got nothing to do with anything. This is our life we talking about, bro. The way of life for black people and everybody. That's why you got Spanish now running around talking about, oh, no. I regret that. Man, fuck you too. Because we told y'all. You regret what? Not listen to us? The day I hear a Spanish motherfucker say, I don't want to hear y'all say I regret it because they took my uncle. I want y'all bitch motherfuckers to say, I regret not listening to the black culture. Then I will respect you. Don't tell me you regret it because your uncle got snatched. Your auntie got snatched up in ICE. Now you regret it. Of course you're going to regret it then. I want you to tell me First of all, our culture told you, and I want you to look at us and say, I apologize to y'all for not listening. And then we can move further. White ladies, fuck y'all. But anybody that will black and MAGA, Puerto Ricans, come on, baby, we need y'all to wake the fuck up. White ladies, y'all wishy-washy any fucking way. Y'all help tilt this shit too. Motherfuckers. But I'm expecting y'all to do that anyway, because y'all scared of them crackers. But Puerto Ricans, y'all gonna vote for a motherfucker to like that's for a black person to vote for his master to hang him. Who the hell would do that? We'll get in the fucking yard in the corn and say, hey, let's vote. Who want master to hang him first? What? Nigga, we're not voting on that. The fuck you talking about? That's the same thing. Spanish voted for this pig that said, I'm gonna throw y'all the fuck out. Fuck y'all. Y'all disgraceful. He even had a comedian. We played at the beginning. Shit up. He didn't even say shithole. It's trash island floating somewhere y'all on. And y'all thought this was just a blindsided shot at y'all, damn? Y'all can't be serious, bro. They promoted this shit.
And you know what's the funny part about it? The rest of the world is laughing at us.
Not us as black people and black ladies. Everybody else.
They laughing at you. They're like, look at y'all dumb ass.
No bullshit.
And they
General says that the first group of immigrants have arrived in the Everglades detention center known as Alligator Alcatraz. President Trump visited there earlier this week. The Trump administration has embraced the idea of alligator guards as a joke.
You heard about that?
Those of us familiar with the history of the Jim Crow South know the idea of using black babies as alligator bait has a long, ugly history. The White House tries to claim its immigration policy.
That's why I love Al Sharpton, my guy. Alligator Al. The man do so much racist shit. They need somebody like Al Sharpton to be like, bro, hold on. He get this from that. You know what I'm saying? So he can let us know that's a racist pig, right? They used to take our kids, our black ladies who I love, take their kids and just throw it up to alligators for bait. Just think about this shit, bro. Our kids, black culture. It's just like, give me that bait. And use that
for alligator bait. And at that time, they already thought of us as 1/5 of a person. What was it? 1/3 of a person, of a full person.
Do you know?
What do you think they did with babies? They didn't give a fuck about babies, black babies.
I can't take. Do you know how many people we would have had? Black people we had walking on American soil right now. If we wasn't hung, raped babies before we even be 2-3 years old, treated as bait for alligators type shit. Just a whole culture of us was treated like and was murdered by this white fucking culture. And you want to ask me every day why I can't stand fucking Trump. Like, really, bro? Hot take. Do you read that?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Okay, the white Eisenhower. I don't really follow his, what you call it, except for he made the roads, I believe. I think that's him that made the highways and whatnot. But I didn't really follow him completely.
Now, I give you credit. I think Eisenhower, did he sign the Medicaid? Social Security, I think he signed. Yeah, look at that. So me personally, I just think that we as Americans, bro, even us, like niggas like us, I sold crack for a living. I said a living, not to fucking buy shoes, nigga. I just feel like we have to take politics way more serious than we do. That's all, man. Like, when it's time for a president, we can't just be running around looking at clips on the YouTube and fucking TikTok videos and saying, Trump look cool dancing with Elon Musk. I'm gonna vote for him. He cool. Like, it's not that type of game. This is life. When you lose your grandmother, you lose shit like that. This is life, bro.
He was the supreme commander of the Cold War, overseeing the D-Days, landings, and the subsequent liberation of Western Europe. After the war, he served as president of the United States from 1953 to 1961, a period marked by the Cold War and domestic initiatives like the interstate highway system.
Yeah. Me personally, I would never in my life vote for a fucking Republican. There's no reason to. Like, their whole agenda is to fuck you. Like, you can find the slickest, coolest black Republican you want and run them. It's irrelevant because their agenda is to fuck us. You don't have to be black in this moment in America, bruh, to understand that this administration is using the government. Like, you'll never expect the government to turn on us as citizens, right? So if the government was to turn on us, what would they do? The army and shit like healthcare, taxes, right? They just fuck you. So you are vote a motherfucker in that will fuck you. They don't give a fuck about if your grandmother lived 2 more years. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck once the baby born. They don't want you to have abortions. But once the baby born, they don't give a fuck if you feed them or not. They don't give a fuck with a roof over their little bitch head. They can care less after that, as long as they don't get an abortion. Like, this shit started to be ignorant, bruh. And y'all voted for these dumb fucks to run our country, bruh? And you think me that didn't go to their college, ain't signed up, ain't give a fuck, sold as much coke as possible, can get on this internet shit and say, what the fuck are y'all smart dummies doing? Come on, bruh. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, he was the master of the interstate system, pretty much. But the situation here is like, for example, Hispanics during the campaign trail, right? It had that jump when they was on stage and he was like, I will vote for Donald Trump. Had the song and I will vote for Donald Trump.
Oh yes, they're doing it. Me and Donald Trump. All that dance shit they were doing, huh?
That same person that was up on stage singing that shit, her husband got snatched to ICE. ICE took her husband. She was on there. How could you do this? Why did you do this? How could you do this to me?
That's why I don't like that.
You got people in floods. They recording this shit. Why help ain't coming? You know why help ain't coming. Trump.
You voted for somebody that can care less about that shit, bro.
Yeah, they can care less about you. You voted him in. He got what he wanted. He is gone. He is not coming back.
He can care less about that shit, bro.
That is it.
But shouts out to motherfucker, what's that? Doc Sage. Shout out for you for standing up for our country, putting your life on the line, bro. That's one thing I do respect. Like I told my little brother, who was in the Iraq War, who's over there in that dumbass Iraq shit. I don't agree with you going over there, but I got respect for you doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like I never put my life on the line for these crackers like this pig Donald jackass Trump, bro. I would never do it.
I can't do it either.
You know what I'm saying? But I just got respect for people that go ahead.
First of all, the war in Iraq, right?
Oh my God.
Black people should have no business going to any of these wars. Because you know where your war is? Right here at home.
The war on drugs I was in.
The war of drugs, the war of survival, and the war of being vigilant, because there's, once again, there's raised elevation of these polices fucking with people randomly. The 4th of July was an example. Because police was fucking with people. You know, they have finding illegal firearms, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But the way you go about doing it is something else. It's on a whole different level. So that gave you, because he's in the position he in, it gives him, you know, license to fuck you over with the police. That's another situation. Farmers that voted for Trump, you was in trouble, because now you can't have workers. You can't get these workers that's in the fields stay in the fields. Now they did switch a little something on the bill. If you already have these undocumented, immigrants, you are a provisional owner or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that they'll work for you until your debt pay off, and then they ship your ass off. then that's still the end of you. You just work it for free, basically. You don't get your money. They keep your money to pay whatever debt you pay. Basically, it's different, but it's the same. Slavery, and I think it's called serving or something, provisional servants or something. You will be working until your debt free, and then you be shipped off. That's still, you're still gonna be shipped off, basically. But but that's not all states. That's in certain states. Now, when he said we're gonna give these things to the states to decide, that means that it's gonna be a return of Jim Crow laws, and it's gonna be a mixture of shit that's been happening for 400 years all in one. All the ideas of war on drugs and slavery and segregation, it could come back, is what is going on there. It could come back. Strip you all of your government shit, because that's what they did back then before the 70s, before the 60s and 70s, when they used to have social workers going to homes to see if there's a man in there. You know what I'm saying? Remember how they used to do that? That ain't gonna happen. But if they strip everything all completely off, then we're gonna be in the world of hurt. Because y'all they done it. They said that this stuff won't start creeping real slowly throughout the years, but the way that they saying it, that's on paper. They want this shit to happen now. They is going to swiftly dissect the government system. It's not going to be a good look right now.
I don't think, first of all, I don't lost respect for the Hispanic community. I'm talking about the famous motherfuckers, the billionaires, the actors, the whole nine. Not just the motherfuckers working at motherfucking Home Depot. I'm talking about these clowns. Because they dropped the ball so much that they let this shit happen. Instead of them, now, J-Lo, I get it. You came in last minute with Kamala, cool. But you wasn't talking to your community before Kamala called you. You felt like it was urgent for that moment so you can go there and talk about your issues. cool. You probably felt bad about what was going on, but you wasn't doing nothing up until then. Bad baby, whatever fuck that bitch ass nigga name. He sucked Trump dick all the way up to he realized people getting deported like his family members in them. And then he want to get mad. Like, what are y'all doing? Our black culture. One thing about our culture, our leaders, they let us know what was going on, bro. Black people knew about Project 2025 inside and out. You can't say our black leaders ain't tell us shit. Our entertainers, our rappers, whatever way they could tell us, they told us, bro. You could turn on BET at wartime. What that bitch say? Hey, check out Project 2025 for y'all leave. And then went on about her business. Why? Because she wants y'all to read it.
It was important.
Exactly.
And earlier when I said page 764, was it 7? It's 674. Page 674 gets rid of NOAA, replace it with people that really predicts your demise. It pretty much leave the shit alone and say, oh, it's sunny outside all day today, but then all hell's breaking loose in your town. There's floods, there's hurricanes, there's tornadoes, and you don't know what to do. You're not preparing because they're not predicting the weather correctly for you to prepare for what's ahead. So as a result, I'm gonna read this. After 59 people have died and 21 children has died in this flood, he had finally approved a major disaster declaration for Texas floods. And he had to do that after the fact that you just see all this death toll is fucking high. He doesn't give a fuck. It happened already. 59 people, 29 children could not happen if they had the correct weather prediction for you to prepare of what's ahead. That's what the NOAA and FEMA partnership is about. Something happens, FEMA come and help you prepare, give away food, give away sandbags so your house won't get flooded, to protect your home as best way as they can.
Give you money for hotel so you can spend a night somewhere.
Yeah, give you money for hotel. You can't even get them money for hotel. That's fucked up. So they gotta live in the motherfucking bed with fucking alligators creeping up in the fucking water. That's crazy. Like,
this nigga gonna say alligator roll or some bullshit like that. Like, really? That's not even funny. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? It's already referenced to us as black people. Some shit we don't like. And then you think it's funny that you can throw anybody, first of all, on some island with alligators, with no due process, nobody going to a lawyer or nothing. That shit don't sound right to me, and me personally, bro.
That's crazy. I think they consider that. I think now they consider that Mexicans and anybody that's foreign like that, the immigrants, are just like what we are, the bottom of the pudding cup. For them to do some shit like this that's going on now, they snatching them up out the jobs. They threw a label at them during the fucking process of the fucking campaign trail when they said they eating our cats, they eating our dogs. What the fuck? And these people voted for him for just saying that alone. It's amazing, you know what I'm saying?
It is, though.
Like, stimulus check. Our people, they voted for him because he gave away a stimulus check. He didn't do that. Congress did that. He was going to give you money. He was going to give your stimulus check to motherfucking corporations to make them richer, and you be sitting in there with COVID and dying.
Make it so bad, he didn't want no stimulus. Motherfucker, what's her name? Nancy Pelosi gave the stimulus and forced them to eat it because Democrats ran the Congress and Senate. Like, and then he was like, oh, fuck it, since it's at my desk, put my name on it. Like, what the fuck?
That's when people got food. That's exactly when people got food.
But you can't blame him for that. Obama, right? He did a health care for America, bruh. He didn't force each state to call it a bomb or something, which he should have fucking did. What he did was, since it's so toxic in your Republican state, this is Democrat problems, bro. Since it's so bad over there, y'all can name it what y'all want to name it. That way you got all these different names in different states, and it's all the same Obamacare. These Republicans said, I'm gonna name it this and let my people think I'm making up this shit. I'm giving them health care, and it has nothing to do with Obamacare. And that's how they got over in Republican states. I bet you can pull up Republican states right now. It's not even called Obamacare. It's called Sunny Side Up or some bullshit like that. I'm guaranteed, bro. They named it something where people in their state don't even put these two things together. They own this shit, but it's called something else in their state.
And they don't know.
Like Philadelphia Pride Health or some shit.
They don't have a clue what's going on.
They don't have no clue that that's the Obamacare that they keep screaming to getting rid of. That's the health care they keep talking about getting rid of. Obama should have did hit like this bitch ass nigga did. Put my name on the check. Who the fuck put... You get a check from the government, it's the Treasury name on the check. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody pay. You know what I'm saying? But he want his name actually on the check, which made y'all think he gave y'all the fucking check. That's the wildest shit. But you can't fault him. That's smart. Obama should have did the same thing. When you get your health care, it should somewhere on there should say Obama gave you this shit. Real simple. Instead of them niggas changing the name all over every state to make you think it ain't Obama. Motherfucker. But I'm gonna take it anyway. Give me Obama, but I'm gonna rename it. Hello, state. It's Sunny Side Up state of healthcare. Hey, it's good for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. It's Kentucky Wild and Strong for y'all. Really though? Oklahoma Sooner for you. Whole time is motherfucking Obamacare. Bitch ass niggas.
Alabama, Wild Irish Rose.
Irish Rose. Hey, what's another one, Joy? What's another state we forgot? Oh, Colorado, Sunny Side Up. It is hot. Healthcare for you. You know what I'm saying? Whole time is Obamacare. I like it though. I like the fact that he was smart to grant. That's called branding. That's why I think whoever running the Democratic motherfucker.
See, that's the thing though. That's what pissed me off with the Democrats.
What's that called? The Democrat. Who running the DNC? Whoever running that right now should be fired ASAP. Right now. I don't want to know their name. I just know they ain't doing their job. You know what I'm saying, dog?
That's what kills me with the Democrats, man. They don't have a backbone. They not fucking aggressive. These ideas that, helping the people build up, they're doing that off the backs of Democrats. But then after that, because their backbone is not there and they appear to be weak, that's when Republicans take their aggressive and say, okay, Donald Trump is strong enough for this to happen. This dismantlement of this dumbass bill has been in the works since 1980s. It's been about 30 years, about 40 years since this has been in the making. It's a 40-year plan. It's actually a 50-year plan. The 50-year plan is like have the value of the land go down so they can buy from us from $1. Some of the land, so they switch the laws up to make it to go into their favor. They buy land for $1 and sell it to the next person for $1 million. That's how they make their money. But in order to do that, the drugs and the drug war in America is the excuse that they use to put your ass out. It's a good excuse too, because you're killing your community, you're breaking the law, blase. So those gotta go. So they take your property, that's gonna get rebuilt. Gentrify the area. The area is getting rebuilt. In DC's case, the DMV case, they even gentrified the fucking metro system. Ain't that a bitch? It gentrified the metro system. Then you go on 8th Street, there's no black owned, it's probably like one. There's no black owned places on 8th Street. Like, again, they're kicking you out, they're moving you out. Okay, we all in PG County. Shit going up now. Utilities going up 30%. It's a lot of percent for that to be an increase, you know what I'm saying? So what else happened after that? You move further out. Now you in Kentucky, Alabama somewhere. Guess where you at? Lynch country. It's cheap out there.
What do you say, Lynch country?
It's cheap out there. But at the same time, you at a disadvantage at this damn state. That's what this is about. Raise prices, you gotta move further out to where you ain't supposed to be after sundown. Sundown state. There you go.
Best believe that one. You talked about some of the down states before too. That's crazy.
It's sundown state. Take your ass in the house when the sun go down type shit. And you talk to people and they say, "Oh, we're free. And we black. I mean, yeah, we black, but we free." For how long? Is my question to you. And how are we free when the system is worked against you? The system is not for you. The system is worked against you. Again, black people are always been 1/5 of a person. Always been considered that then, will be considered that now. Obama came in play because it's like Obama came in and like, well, if he could be a president, most powerful man in the world, so can I, which is a good representation for black people. Again, who came right after him? Racist pig. Who piggybacked the medical stuff at first to make him look like he's the good guy. After he fucked it up in 2020, he almost won the damn election then. I think he lost by a couple, like 700,000 or something like that. He always won the election then. It was very slim. But after seeing Biden go in there and he's kind of he had health issues already. And to see that and for that to be the factor of the Democrat demise this election with Biden not turning over the keys to Kamala Harris sooner than later. Then Kamala Harris wasn't really hitting her states like she was really supposed to. Now she'd have disappeared. Maybe did 2 appearances this year. That's it. And you know what I'm saying? Shit getting real now. You had 2 senators or 2 Congress people that got shot a few weeks ago. So you'd have lost 2 people. Both of them died, or one of them died. I forgot, but yeah, that situation. A couple years ago, Nancy Pelosi get hit in the head with a hammer by a Republican. You know, it's not getting good. You know what I'm saying? Now it's getting to the point where the Democrats are being intimidated from the Republicans by shooting them up and hitting them heads with shit, sending them to their house and shit. Now they voting on a bill that they don't like. They voting for bills that they don't like because they getting their feet to the fire because they got to protect their family. Now we get to the point where we're back to how it used to be back when the World War II, when the mafias used to own the cities and shit. Used to be doing this and doing that with the gambling and all that, buying up shit, getting rich, starting to come back again. Where you have the mafia or you have some type of top person, and these motherfuckers are sending these hits on fucking Congress people because they don't like what's going on. Something is wrong here. They, like we seen on the news earlier where Congressperson said, I'm voting on the bill that I don't like.
That's wild as shit.
It's the wildest shit ever. But then I think about it, I think them motherfucking lives is on.
No. It didn't say a vote for a bill I like. She voted for a bill that's bad for Americans. That's what she said.
Right. But she didn't. She voted for it. But yet she voted for it. She wouldn't say that if she was just like, oh, I'm gonna vote for this bill because it's bad for America. I think she voted for the bill because I don't know, something is going on behind closed doors. I can't put my finger on it. We cannot put our finger on it, but it sounds like some intimidation is going on in fucking, it's going on in it. I think they're getting intimidated to voting this stupid shit in.
Yeah, I mean, some of these motherfuckers probably go in their room with him. He probably promised him some shit, but in the end, they voting for this fucked up ass bill. Period. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you somewhere and he say I'm gonna help you out, and you know how bad this is for other people that has nothing to do with your state, and you still vote for it, that's some piece of shit too. Like, you know, it's bad for America as long as it just blocks you out of it. It's bad for you to vote for that, bro.
See, that's the thing about it. Red states are included too. So basically what I'm saying is the bill that is passed is not for one set of group of people, it's not for another, it's for everybody. The normal working person class. You fucked yourself. We have fucked ourselves. We failed as human beings in this country. Other countries are looking now. They're like, damn, y'all some sorry, dumb pieces of shit.
Make the money.
Now,
Don't let it make you.
Oh shit. Well, me personally, right now, people that ask why y'all vote certain ways, it's just too obvious at this point. First of all, as a black man, I just want the guns out of the street, out of my community. First, we can start there and help me breathe clean air. We can start those two things, then we start talking about other shit, right? Like school and healthcare, you know what I'm saying? But I think right now, it's not a Democrat out there. The DNC chair should be fired. It should be somebody out there fighting against this shit every day. Like it's shit, like me and you should know a person, right?
He's kind of pissing me off anyway.
Like, man, you should know a person right now at this point in time that's his opposition. You feel me? There's no person that done this yet. Kamala was the person. All she had to do was keep coming up every month, going up against him at every turn. She haven't done that. I don't know what to say about that. But we need a person that go back and forth that we can be like, but that's his opposition right now. That he can go back and forth with. Right now, he's just doing shit, saying shit, but nobody's reacting. We got DNC joint. They not even putting no videos out, no commercials out. I don't see no ads. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing right at this point? You talking about motherfuckers put out a shitty ass bill that's gonna hurt people. Y'all can't work with that. Come on, bro. They fired all types of people all over the place just when they walked in. Y'all can't work with that. I don't get it, bro. They passed a bill, they're gonna take people health care. Y'all don't know how to work with that? To beat the shit out of them? Obama was giving people health care, and they used that to beat the shit out of them. Come on. They taking it from them, you can't use it? You see what I'm saying? You made Obama a bad person for giving people, that's why I vote Democrat, so y'all can understand. Democrat was giving people health care, and they made it a bad thing. They get in charge, they take it away. So what is the good part? Because the bone was giving it to you and that was bad. They taking it away.
And that is them taking the healthcare away is bad. But when Obama was to give you healthcare, it was bad. So it's like, shit, Obama was bad when he won tan soon.
You know?
But you hear them crying, motherfucker could go up there with a motherfucking pair of shorts on and fucking jockstrap and sit up there and address the American people, and he ain't bad. That's crazy.
Bro, you know what? Before we get out of here, though.
Because it's like, it's okay for this person to do it, but it ain't okay for that person to do it.
Exactly. Another thing people got to realize, as I noticed over my time of watching this politics shit, is Democrats are more concerned on legislations and things that does America better, right? And whenever a Republican get on it, it's a lick for them. This is a come up for them. This is a come up for them and their friends, all the business people they know, all the rich people they know. They don't give a fuck about this. If you vote them in, they just don't care. This is a lick. Black people call licks when they going robbing people or getting motherfucking money or make some money in some type of way. We call it a lick. We're coming up on a lick on that one. When these Republicans become in power, to them, it's just a lick. They just hit a lick and they just try and get off as much as they can, siphon out as much money as they can, in all ways they can, before they leave. Then a Democrat come in and supposed to clean this shit up. And before they can clean it up, the Republican come back and say, look how bad this look. Before they can finish cleaning it up. And then they get voted out. And then the Republicans voted back in.
And then they piggyback off the old Democrat shit and say that they did it.
Exactly.
And blame the Democrats for the bad shit, which is
this shit's on.
Which is Trump.
No, I still blame Democrats for not fighting and having that ankle for that. Man, that's fucked up. That's why you had like 18 people shot the other night. You heard about that shit? Mm-hmm. In the motherfucking joint.
We have some breaking news at 5. 18 people are shot in River North, leaving a club after an album release party. At least 4 of those victims have died. You are watching CBS News Chicago. Good morning, everybody. I'm Dana Kozlov.
And I'm Adrena Sinclair. We want to get you right to the scene where this all
and this was in Chicago.
Took place overnight. Our Darius Johnson live here along Chicago and Orleans. And Darius, we understand this was a drive-by shooting. What else are we learning about this?
Hey there, ladies. Good morning to you. I have information coming in by the minute from a city source. That city source confirms to me that 3 shooters pulled up in a black SUV and opened fire as people were leaving an album release party, as many of them were pouring out of this lounge. Take a look behind me right now. This morning, 5 hours after the shooting, you can still see police here at the scene as firefighters just finished cleaning up the scene. It was a lot of debris that was left outside here from when
most white people will be like, that's black on black crime. Y'all shooting each other. Right? Me personally, I'm subscribed to that, man. All I'm asking is, I guarantee you, when we get to the bottom of this, they were shot by people with illegal guns. People that shouldn't have had the gun. That gun shouldn't even exist. That type shit. I guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, my whole blood that pumps and all my fiber in podcasting starts with guns in the street because I lived that. I know how easy that is for a child to even get shot, killed in the streets. And I'm raising a child, 13 years old. I don't even want him about to be 14. I don't even want him involved in first a cop killing him or somebody in his class with a gun that shouldn't even have no fucking gun. That's my problem. When you get 14 dead or drive by, I guarantee you we're going to find out nobody should have had a gun. Half these people should be locked up already. And that's going to be the situation where I just feel like as a government, bruh, We the people for the people, whatever the fuck that means. When you take our tax money, man, I just think things should be just automatically taken care of. Our health, this is the leading cause of death for black kids, guns. When can we do something to solve that, bro? Is it all about motherfucking NRA making money at this point or saving people's lives? And y'all ask me why the fuck I'm a Democrat. Shit like that, bro. Republicans push more death in my community. That's it. That's all. Those are the facts. They push NRA. The NRA put up a bill, they'll sign it tomorrow. If the NRA put up a bill saying I need a million more guns before next year ends, they will sign it. Meanwhile, us in the black community is suffering because we got loose guns all in our neighborhood. They don't give a fuck though. And you ask me why I vote Democrat. You know what I'm saying, Jay?
Right.
It's just crazy. As you see, it was 18 shot in that joint, man. It's just fucked up where you're at an album release party or wherever the fuck you at, cookout, whatever the fuck. It's like, bro, I would feel better if a motherfucker ran up with a knife with attitude, right? At a cookout, bro. Like, everybody, uncles, nephews, that would be handled right. You know what I'm saying? But you run up at people's shit and you got automatics, you hiding behind tent and all that. Nigga, like, what? These are kids and bitches. These bitches ain't got no bulletproof vests on and nothing. They flipping the hot dogs. Like, I don't even get none of that, bro. When we was coming up, man, this shit was ruthless. But one thing we made sure, we wouldn't fuck with no kids or nobody girls. That shit was just like, that wasn't part of it. Now, if they got in the way, that was their fault. But our goal was to hurry up and find that nigga. Those niggas. Not their fucking kids and shit like that, man. Like, I don't know. Times change. You know what I'm saying, dog? You feel me? Times change. But I appreciate, man, everybody, man, that takes the time out to even check this motherfucker out or even listen to us for a hot second, man. I appreciate y'all a whole lot, man. You know what I'm saying? We want that debate. We want people to come in and engage with us. If you're a MAGA, we want that engagement. If you're a black conservative, we want that engagement. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's in the middle, don't give a fuck about nothing, but just starting to take information and trying to figure out which way should you go. You know what I'm saying? Wherever. Even if you're a fucking MAGA that voted for that orange pig demon, fuck. We here to talk to you too, bro. We want to talk to you and to find out where you coming from and show you and tell you and prove to you why we were right and you shouldn't have done that jackass shit. And going further, you need to start listening to us first before you make your decisions. Period. That's all I'm saying. Check in with the black culture to see what the fuck should be done. If we tell you somebody racist, now off the break, you shouldn't even debate nothing with us for that. All right? Now, we tell you somebody a motherfucking thief or something, then I expect you to debate us for that. Okay, cool. But we as black people, we tell you this motherfucker racist. Don't come to us with no other discussions other than, okay, motherfucker. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying, dog? And Democrats, y'all done dropped the ball. I need somebody to step up. For me, we got the bill from the Republicans. They're going to take your health care. They're going to take everything they possibly going to take. And they don't give a fuck about the air you breathe. Right now, don't argue with no motherfucking Republicans, motherfucking Democrats. Get up there. Like these bitch-ass niggas had a Project 2025. Let me see a fucking a blueprint for fucking 20. What's the next joint?
28.
I need to see the Democrat joint. Y'all already know they taking health care. Tell us your bill of giving back health care. Tell us how it look if you have millions of people on health care. Tell us how you would do that. Tell us how you would stop this immigration bullshit he got going on. And tell us what you would do instead. Let's do that, motherfuckers. Let's get on the ball. You already got the blueprint of the shit they doing. They've passed the bill. You know what they doing. They're Iran. They're going to do that. Tell us what you would do that has nothing to do with that bullshit they doing. That's all we're asking y'all to do now. What's the blueprint? Not Project 2025. Blueprint for America from Democrats. Give us that. Jay, you got some safety guy?
Yeah, and that thing with Jeffries breaking records and sitting there holding up that shit ain't got nothing to do with politics, man. I don't know why they keep showing that man keep breaking records of sitting up there talking for 16 hours.
Now, I will say that all the records in Congress now has been broken by black men. We had Booker. He said, I think it was 2 days a couple of months ago, all around the clock to fight for health care. No, it was SNAPs back then. SNAP benefits. Then you had my man, a black man again, who stood up and broke a record again in the Senate, though. Hey, I like it. All the records, when you look back, to be black men sitting there, nigga. And y'all remember, these records were broken by slave owners, motherfuckers, that was fighting against us being released as slaves. And they were sitting there for hours and hours fighting that shit. And then you have black men who sitting here hours and hours fighting against them taking your health care and shit, beating those records. You gotta like it, that part of this game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just for anybody to know, the little nugget I would throw in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's small. But no, I'm saying, yeah, that's cool. But I'm saying that, breaking records, they not really fighting. You just broke a record. And people just gonna look at that and be like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's the only thing.
And I will say that Democrats have no votes to even change anything. So their result is stuff like that. So there's nothing they can actually do because y'all voted all these pigs the fuck in. For example, there's 100 senators. I think most of them are Republicans. If you put up shit like this, Republicans can vote this shit in.
I think it's like 47 Democrats.
Oh, and somebody resigned. Republicans resigned too, so that helps a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that,
but then one of them got shot. Well, two of them got shot. So that number runs. They gotta have a special election.
Oh yeah.
And
most definitely, yeah.
Well, I'm hearing that they kind of rather point people in versus doing elections is what I'm hearing. But from the Republican side, of course, trying to, toss somebody in those two slots where the two Congress people was shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
if Democrats can't steal these seats after motherfuckers this bad, if Biden would start his administration off with taking people health care and fucking firing every government worker in sight, he would have made it. Nobody would have made it as a Democrat to the motherfucking midterms, bro. Republicans would have had field day with that.
They would have kicked his ass out of March.
Come on, bro. They would have impeachment shit up, all types of shit going on. He would slip his ass in the rain and bomb the rain. Man, Republicans would be. This nigga wouldn't have made it, bro. Come on, bro. They get in here and let him do all the shit they'll be mad at Biden about. Biden, oh, you doing a genocide. Huh? He ain't doing but sending aid over there. But this motherfucker here, he escalates this shit and blows shit up over there himself.
With no permission.
Like, bro. And I don't hear nobody whining about that, though. This shit is crazy. Man, next time we come on this joint, I'm going to break some more of this joint with expertise and the foreign motherfucker over there at sea. So I can understand overseas more better. You know what I'm saying, dog? Personally. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate everybody, man, to take their time out, bro. To listen to me, OnlyFans Jay, Godfather, Soul Brother. Everybody come on this joint, man, to express their feelings, get their opinions on shit, and tell y'all what's best for our culture, bro. We appreciate everybody that tune in, take the time out, and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying, dog? Check us out when we go live again, because we here for that black debate. You know what I'm saying, dog? And we black and we proud. Black and proud.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets. You know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view. You know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench. Because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench.